Okay, well, here are some nice explanation and tips and tricks to build a cozy and great tiny home on wheels for long-term off-grid living. The first aspect is about planning and design. Okay, the first point of it is about determine your needs. We can consider the number of occupants, desired square footage, and necessary features. And then for the next point is choose a suitable trailer. We can select a trailer that can support the weight of your tiny home. Then for the next point is about design for natural light. So we can incorporate large window and skylight to reduce the need for artificial lighting for your quality indoor lighting. Then for the next point is plan for storage. We can incorporate clever storage solution to maintain a clutter-free living environment. Then for the next aspect of it is about the off-grid system. The first thing of that aspect is about solar power. We can install solar panels to generate electricity, and then about rainwater harvesting, and so we can collect and store rainwater for non-potable uses. Then about the composting toilet, we can reduce water consumption and waste with composting toilet, and then we can consider with propane or biogas. We can use propane or biogas for cooking and heating. Then for the third aspect is about insulation and climate control, and the first point of it is about insulation for extreme temperature. We can use natural insulation materials like wool, cotton, or recycled denim. Then for the next point is install a wood burning stove, so we can provide it during cold winter months. And then we can use a thermal curtain, so we can regulate temperature and reduce heat loss. Then for the next thing or the next point is about incorporate ventilation, so we can ensure proper airflow to maintain a healthy indoor environment. Then for the next aspect of it is about water conservation. The first point of it is about install a low flow shower head, so it could reduce water consumption. Then for the next point is about the use a water efficient toilet, so we can consider a composting toilet or a low flow flush toilet. Then for the next point of it is collect and store rainwater. Then so we can use rainwater for non-potable purpose. Then it's about implement and create water system, so we can reuse water from sink, shower, and washing machine. And then for the cozy interior design, it's about the fifth aspect. So the first point of it is about choose a warm and cozy colors, so we can select colors that promote relaxation and comfort in our opinion or in our mind. Then for the next point is about incorporate textile, so we can use throw blankets, rug, and pillows to add warmth and texture. Then we can add plants, so we can incorporate plants to purify the air and promote well-being. Then for the next point of it is use soft lighting, so we can install soft lighting to create a warm and inviting atmosphere in our indoor space of our tiny home. Okay, then for the next aspect is about long-term off-grid living tips. Then for the first point of it is we can plan for maintenance, regularly inspect and maintain your tiny home system. Then we can store food and water. We can stockpile food and water for emergencies, and then we can generate income remotely. So we can consider remote work or online business to generate our income, our self-sufficient income. Okay, then we can build a community, so we can connect with the other off-grid enthusiasts for support and networking. I mean, it was several tips that important. Okay, then for the next aspect is about additional tips and tricks. So we can use a recycled material. Then we can incorporate recycled materials in your build, and then we can incorporate a greenhouse, so we can grow your own food year round. And then we can use a solar oven, so we can cook food using solar power. Then we can implement recycle system, so we can reduce waste and recycle materials. Okay, well, now we can get the next point is about implement and recycle system. We can reduce waste and recycle materials. Okay, well, some popular resource for building a tiny home on wheels include tiny home builders, and then tiny house soon, and then tiny house living. And then for the tiny home builders is about a community driven resource for the tiny home builders. And then tiny house one is about website featuring tiny home design plans and inspiration. And about tiny house living is about website and community dedicated to the tiny house living. And then a website providing information and resource on off-grid living.